Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to Time with Miss Tracey. This morning, I'm kind of in a different place, and instead of reading you stories, today we're going to do some cooking in the kitchen, which means that sometimes you're going to see more my face and sometimes you'll see more of my hands and the workspace. So first of all, what will you need to do our project? Well, I'm going to show you how to make a rocket ship that you get to eat. I thought perhaps you were getting tired of staying at home and that flying somewhere out in space in a rocket ship would be exciting. And so today we're going to create rocket ships with some of the foods that I believe that you will like. They're not very difficult, so hopefully you have them at home. Some things you will need: a big plate and a small plate. You will need half of a banana for each serving. So however many bananas that you think your family will eat, or if you're the only one eating a rocket ship. You will need some cherries, maraschino cherries or other cherries, whatever kind of cherries you prefer, and some pineapple slices. We do kind of need the rings, but you'll have to make do with what you have at your house. So those are the things that we really need this morning. Along with, we need a plastic knife or a butter knife, depending on what your parents would like you to use, some paper towels for cleanup or a wet washcloth, because a good cook always cleans up their mess. At least that's the advice I always got from my mother, and I passed on, hopefully, to my children and grandchildren. So I also have a fork to make it easier to get things out of the cans, but it is entirely up to you how you would like to do this. So let's begin. And as I said, sometimes you'll see me, sometimes you won't, but I think it'll be easier for us to work together this way. So first of all, you're going to take your banana and you're going to put your banana on your plate, and you're going to cut it. I like to cut the banana with the peel on, although you may take your sticker off and do whatever you need to do with the sticker. But I believe that it's easier to cut the banana while the peel is still on it. And so I cut the banana and we have two pieces. Now I'm going to peel the banana, and you may do that at home with me. Just take your fingers and peel the banana. I'm going to save the peel for our worms, because our worms will like to eat that. They eat our garbage, they eat any of the things that we have from the kitchen that are not citrus or not grown below the ground. So next you need one of those pineapple slices. So you may need to open the can or have a grown-up open the can if it's not a pop top. Take out, this is where the fork comes in handy, take out one of those circles. Put the circle in the middle of your plate. So I have a banana and a pineapple ring. Now I'm going to start putting my rocket ship together this way. I'm going to take my banana and I'm going to place it on the middle of the circle, and I'm just going to twist it just a little and hope that it kind of sinks down a little bit into the circle. So now we have our rocket ship standing up. Well, we all know that a rocket ship is not going to launch into outer space unless it has some fire to help it go. that's where our cherries will come in. And so, that's where your extra plate comes in as well. I want you to take some of your cherries and put them on the extra plate. And as you do that, just carefully put them on the plate. This is also where my paper towel comes in so that I can dry my fingers off. I'm going to cut each cherry in half with my knife, my nice little butter knife, or you can just use your fingers and they might just kind of come apart. So you take your piece of cherry and you put it right along the base of your rocket so that your rocket has some fire and it can launch into space. So you just go ahead and break off pieces of cherries and put them all the way around. And if you want to use your fingers, that's perfectly acceptable. You'll just wash your fingers when you are finished or dry them nicely on the paper towel. And we are practicing good hygiene at home, so make sure you practice hand washing and singing and using hand sanitizer. Now, when you have made as many of these as you have people in your family or that are going to eat these, they will look something like this. So your rocket ship is ready to be launched into your tummy and eaten by you. So, boys and girls, here's your lunchtime treat. Now, I also found something very fun for us to make and use on the plate along with it. When I was shopping at the grocery store, I found some marshmallows. They're Lucky Charm marshmallows. I don't know if your parents will be able to find them or not. I also found some frozen marshmallows, Frozen 2 from the movie, that is. But what I found, these have some stars. So I'm going to put on the plate just a few marshmallow stars around so it looks like our rocket ship got to go up in space. And we have some blue moons. So maybe you're going to pass more than one moon, I don't know. But when you go to space, when you get to leave your house for lunch, you can go by as many moons as you want your rocket ship to go past. So there's your stars, your moon, and your rocket ship. Make as many as you need to, but have a good lunch or a good snack, and then you may have this wonderful, healthy rocket ship to eat. Thanks again for joining in. This is Miss Tracey with Time with Tracey. Have a great afternoon, and don't forget, clean up your mess, throw your trash away, and recycle what you can. And don't forget, scrub those hands. Blessings. Have a good afternoon.